The week before Easter, of course, is Semana Santa, and so the village is celebrating, and the fair has come to town. I was looking for someone's boat the other day on a different dock and suddenly found this egret ambling around, clearly looking for fish. And later that day, what a beautiful sky at sunset. It was just so wonderful. Pink woolly clouds, lovely. The big wheel of the fair that had come to the village, to La Cruz de Guanacaste, was very visible. And later I just had to take a photo to show the beautiful cobblestone streets. I say beautiful, but actually you have to be really careful walking along them. The fair has come to town for Easter. And one evening, walking back to the marina, the moon and the clouds making a beautiful effect. Absolutely wonderful. So nice, very serene. So on a very warm, pretty hot day actually here in La Cruz, I'm busy sewing, been busy on the sewing machine, hemming and getting the curtains done. I really need to get them done and out of the way. I've got so many other jobs I want to get done. So the galley port light is the first one that's going to gain the new curtains. So here we are putting another of the loops on the bottom of the second galley curtain, and once these are all on, it'll be a matter of just putting on the rods, and we'll actually have a new pair of curtains in the galley. That's that will be really, really nice. It's taken quite a bit of time to get them made, but that's the way of things, and we've got 10 more to make before Here's the one of them that's all finished, waiting. That's the bottom with the elastic holding the bottom in place, and the two rods waiting for the other curtain to be finished. Here's the other one of the pair. It's just about to get the elastics added on. So they're the other ones. Just a loop added onto the bottom of each one, and then that can be put in place, and that'll be my first pair of new curtains. So here we are, finally, a pair of brand new curtains, and looking pretty good. Just got, what is it, another 8 plus 2, 10 more to do, so I better get on with it. And a quick shot of the curtains when they're closed. Obviously it's daylight here now, so not quite the right time to have the curtains closed. Well, the fan is essential in the warmth now. It's getting pretty warm over the daytime here in La Cruz de Guanacaste in Mexico. And I did finish all the machining of all the curtains the other night. It was gone midnight, but I did get there, got them done. And then today I got to the shop to buy some more of the elastic that I need for the bottom hooks, loops that go around the bottom rail, curtain rail. So now I'm measuring those out to make sure I've got enough. Should have plenty, but I'm just measuring out the little lengths of elastic tape here. And then it's a matter of machining them in place using the machine, and then hopefully I'll be able to give the machine back to Kukla, which is the boat that the people that lent it to me very kindly. So if I can get that all done today and return today, that would be another big tick off the list. The other thing I actually did go and do when I went to get the elastic was to do a bit of provisioning in a shop nearby. Pretty busy and quite difficult finding what I needed in a really big supermarket and everything in Spanish, so took a bit of time. Another pair of new curtains up, this one in the head. Very nice to see them there. Another job done, the storm screens, clear storm screens that saw so much good use in the Southern Ocean, have now had a thorough clean inside and out, dried off, and they're all ready to be rolled up. And hopefully I won't need them for a time. Depends how wet it gets in the tropics, but if you've got following winds and following seas and it's getting cold, it's really nice to be behind the screen but still be able to see exactly what's going on the other side. And I could always duck under them if necessary. If there was zip gave a problem, I could get underneath the screen to get out to the wheel and deal with whatever needed dealing with. So but they've certainly been a blessing to have those in place on the Nereida. Well, I'm happy to say that it's well gone midnight on Maundy Thursday, just before Easter, and I've finally finished sewing, machining all the hooks on the bottom, or the loops, I should say, on the bottom of the new curtains I've just made for the cabin, and really looking forward to putting those up tomorrow. A little bit more work to do because where the rods go, I have to make sure that there's no corrosion, check them over, clean them up, polish them, and of course clean the side of the cabin roof where those curtains go on the port lights. So a little bit more work to do, but a bit of cleaning that is, and then tomorrow morning, sometime in the morning, I'll have my new curtains up. So finally we've got the cabin, the main cabin, with its new curtains. Really taking a lot longer than I expected to make them, but here we are, all of them fitting on their curtain rods that gave me so much trouble cleaning up and polishing them. So it's really nice to have that finished with, and now I can get on with other jobs on board the boat. Well, it's Tuesday the 11th of April, and I'm slightly sadly on my way to the office at the marina here to pay my bill for my stay for the last couple of months. I think it's been quite a while, and a lovely morning, of course, here in Cruz, in the marina and in the town. Lovely, little bit of cloud, but mostly clear blue sky, and of course the odd frigate bird up there, always the frigate birds. And so, yep, so we're going to be saying goodbye to La Cruz and moving over to Paradise Village for getting the clearing out from Mexico, get that sorted. A little bit of a complication because there's something called a TIP, a temporary importation permit for the boat, and having had 10 years of that, I now have to get that cancelled as well to avoid any complications if I ever come back to Mexico in Nereida. So yep, that's our job for the morning, and we're now on our way around to pay our bill at the marina office with Yvette, and yeah, the birds are singing or croaking, the grackles, and so here we are, about to say goodbye to La Cruz. Okay, this is Yvette. She's been really helpful. Lovely, friendly person here in the office. Okay, so there we are, done. Bill paid, and now we get back to the boat and get ready to move off. I'd given Nereida a good wash down, which she needed after the frigate birds left all their gifts behind, and then we were off to Nuevo Vallarta, which is where I needed to be to check out from Mexico.